All right, Bama fans, this is yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine on a Wednesday, just providing you an update of what's taking place, of what took place at Alabama's practice. We got here in this first clip, Coach Drew Svoboda in the building here, people. The new special teams coordinator and tight ends coach replacing one Jay Graham. He is already getting acclimated with the tight ends, helping the guys block and set up formations and schemes, working with Jaleel Billingsley, Robbie Oods, Major Tennyson, and the remainder of that group. Also Cameron Latu in there as well. So head coach Nick Saban talked about it after practice during his presser about how Svoboda, a teacher, a leader, a strong recruiter, great energy, everybody happy to have him in the room. And right now he is getting himself thoroughly acclimated with the tight end room there. As we go over to this next clip here, we got quarterback Bryce Young, the sophomore, the one that Coach Saban continues to talk about, progressing, growing, developing ahead of everybody else in the room here after a strong first scrimmage on last week. He's looking forward to building off that performance with a big day in the scrimmage coming up here on Saturday at Bryant-Denny Stadium prior to Alabama's spring game, which is set up for next week, the 17th at noon Central Time at BDS. The game will be aired on ESPN. But there is one Bryce Young here getting some passes thrown out here. As we go to this next clip, we got Brian Branch, Alabama sophomore DB, who had a huge freshman season. We're talking 27 tackles, 7 pass breakups, 2 interceptions. He is killing it so far this spring at the nickel position, the star role, taking over for one Malachi Moore, who is limited. And this is kind of the conundrum that Nick Saban's going through right now, is trying to get the best 5 to 6 guys on the field in the defensive secondary, especially in nickel. If Brian Branch continues to dominate this spring, it's going to be hard not to have him be a starter on the field because he's just too dynamic of a playmaker in the secondary. You're watching him flip his hips there and high point the ball, as well as challenge Brian Robinson here on a run play, getting low, trying to take out Brian Robinson's legs there in practice. So we see the dog mentality that Brian Branch has. Coach Saban loving the dog mentality, and hopefully the young man from Tyrone, Georgia, will be able to get a starting spot here on the field. As we're in this next clip right here, folks, we got junior defensive back Ronald Williams right here. Now, he was in the battle for one of the corner spots last season. Unfortunately, he fractured his arm in the latter part of fall camp, missed some time in the 2020 campaign, but he's back now. He's healthy now, and he is one of the guys in the race for the corner spot opposite Josh Jobe. Williams is battling Jalen Armour-Davis, Marcus Banks, guys like JaQuincy Kool-Aid McKinstry, Brandon Turnage. So he's in this fierce competition, but as a JUCO guy, he's got some experience coming over from Hutchinson Community College in Kansas. So hopefully, Williams can stay healthy, can continue to battle, fight, compete, and hopefully find a way to get some marquee playing time because he is a very talented defensive back. And so as we go over this last clip here, we got defensive lineman Monke Goodwin, the freshman. And folks, here is a guy that is making some noise here on the defensive line. He's given great effort. He's given great energy. He had a really solid first scrimmage under his position coach, Freddie Roach. And this is one of the few freshmen from this 2021 class that I see that's got potential to get some playing time. Probably not a lot of playing time because you look at there's a lot of veterans back on the defense and all 3 levels of the defense that are looking to see that field. But Monke Goodwin, number 95 right here, you see him working the sled here. You see the quickness, the power, the ability to latch on with the arms, to move, to push, to snatch, to yank there. But he's going to be one of those guys as a freshman that's going to look to get playing time. The young man having a very good spring as of this point right now. Well, folks, this is yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, just providing to you a breakdown of what took place in Wednesday's practice for your Crimson Tide.